Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I am Muhammad Shazani bin Osman from Group 2 will be present our today's topic, which is System Software Chapter 4. So, what actually is system software that we always heard about? Well, system software is a type of computer program that is intended to run a computer's hardware and application programs. If we see the computer hardware as a layered model, the system software is the interface between the hardware and user applications. One of the best examples of system software is operating system. On our computer machine, the OS handles all the other programs that we install in our computer. Another example of system software is device driver and assembler, but we will go deeper about this later. System software is a complex model that is required by the end users, application software, and computer hardware in order to handle the majority of technical details for the three components. System software is not a single program, but it is a collection or a system of programs that handle hundreds or thousands of technical details with a little bit or no user intervention in the process. If you see the model on the right side, these are the four layers that involve system software. Firstly, a hardware will receive input from the user such as through mouse or keyboard to perform some tasks, and then will go through some process in the operating system, and the application layer will perform the task and give an output to the user. For a complete example, now I am recording this using my microphone, which is the hardware, and it will go through operating system and then application that I use, which is QuickTime Player in my MacBook. After finish recording, I can listen back to my recording and cut the recording if it is needed. Now, we go to the type that we have for the system software. Here, we have operating system, device drivers, programming language translator, and utilities. We already talked about system software a little bit just now, but what's the difference between system software and application software? System software is used for operating computer hardware. They are designed to manage out the resources of the system, like memory, to store and access data on a short-term basis, and process management that enable to share and exchange information, protect the resource of each process from other processes, and enable synchronization among the processes. Meanwhile, the application software is used by the user to perform specific tasks. We take an example that we use for our daily routine: email and social media application. For example, we send some random message to other parties and they will get the message instantly. This task will start when the user begins to send the message, and it ends when the user stops using the application. When we purchase a new brand computer and install an operating system into the machine, the system software will come together with the operating system and install automatically on the computer, because it is a part of operating system that the computer needs in order to work smoothly and perform the user's tasks, while the application software are installed according to the user's need and requirements. We don't need to install Gmail if we don't want it in our computer machine, and we have plenty of other alternatives that we can choose as our email platform. Virtualization is the process of running a virtual instances of a computer system in a layer abstracted from the actual hardware. Most commonly, it refers to running multiple operating systems on a computer system simultaneously. To the application running on top of the virtualized machine, it can appear as if they are on their own dedicated machine, where there are operating system, libraries, and other programs are unique to the guest virtualized system and unconnected to the host operating system which sits below it.
Assalamualaikum. Okay, kita teruskan dengan operating system. Operating system is a collection of programs that handle many of the technical details related to using a computer. In many ways, an operating system is the most important type of computer program. Without a functioning operating system, your computer will be useless. Function of operating system: managing resources, providing user interface, and running application. For managing resources, OS coordinate all the resources of a computer, including memory, processing, storage, and device such as printer and monitors. They also monitor system performance, schedule tasks, provide security, and start up the computer. Providing user interface, OS allow user to internet with application, programs, and computer hardware through a user interface called desktop. Running applications, OS load and run applications such as word processors and spreadsheets. Most OS support multitasking or the ability to switch between different applications stored in memory. With multitasking, you could have Word and Excel running at the same time and switch easily between the two applications. Future of OS, starting or restarting computer is called booting the system. There are two ways to boot a computer: a warm boot and a cool boot. A warm boot occurs when the computer is already on and you restart it without turning off the power. Starting a computer that has been turned off is called cool boots. For important feature common to most operating system: icon, pointers, windows, tabs, dialog box, help, file, and folders. For icon graphic representation for a program, type a file or function. Pointers, controlled by a mouse and change shape depending upon its current function. When shaped like an arrow, the pointer can be used to select items such as an icon. Windows, rectangular area for displaying information and running programs. Tabs, divide menus into major activity areas such as format and page layout. Dialog box, typically provide information or request input. Help, provide online assistance for OS function and procedures. Files, used to store data and programs. Folder, related files are stored within a folder, and for organizational purpose, a folder can contain other folders or subfolders.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Rafi. In earlier slide, my friend has been explained about the definition of operating system, the function, as well as the features. And now I am focusing on the categories of operating system. Okay, namely embedded operating system, standalone operating system, and network operating system. Okay, now we move to the first category of operating system, which is an embedded operating system. An embedded operating system can be known as real-time operating system, RTOS. This system is essentially a stripped-down operating system with a limited number of features. It is typically designed for very specific functions for controlling the electronic device. For example, all cell phones use an operating system, namely mobile operating system, that boots up when the phone is turned on. It handles all the basic interface and features of the phone. Other examples of electronic devices that fall under embedded operating system are smartwatch and video game player. The most popular embedded operating system is mobile operating system. A mobile operating system is an operating system for mobile phones, smartwatch, video games player, and other mobile device. Basically, mobile operating system is developed by the company of the product itself. For example, Symbian operating system, it developed by Nokia, and of course it is used in mobile phone in Nokia. BlackBerry operating system, it is particularly used in BlackBerry phone. iOS, it is based on Mac operating system and it been used in platform for Apple's iPad and iPhone. Last but not least is Android, developed by Google and widely used in today's smartphone because it can be used in many brands like Samsung, Huawei, Oppo, and many more. Now we move to the second category of operating system, which is standalone operating system. A standalone operating system is an operating system that works on devices such as notebook, desktop computer, or a laptop. A standalone operating system provides an entire working framework compared to other operating systems. Microsoft Windows and Mac operating system are some of the examples for standalone operating system. Microsoft Windows is the most widely used personal computer operating system because its market share is so large. More application programs have been developed to run under Windows than any other operating system. The latest version of Microsoft Windows is Windows 10. Mac operating system is a series of operating systems developed and marketed by Apple company since 2001. It is the primary operating system for Apple MacBook or Mac computers. Within the market of desktop, laptop, and home computer, and by web usage, it is the second most widely used desktop operating system after Microsoft Windows. And finally, the last category of operating system is network operating system. A network operating system runs on a server. It allows the server to manage data, users, group, security, and provide facilities to connected device. Sometimes, a network operating system is also considered as the server operating system. The main objective of using a network operating system is to allow the device to share files and access resources such as a printer via local area network, a private network, or some other network. Microsoft Windows Server and Unix are some examples for network operating system. Unix is widely used for internet servers, workstation, and mainframe computers. The main features of Unix is the ability to run on many different systems, multitasking, and multi-user capabilities, and its extensive library of software that make it as relevant and useful today as it was in 1969.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Fahmi. For my parts, I will explain about the utilities in Windows. The function of utilities in Windows is to make all the user more easily to know their problem. In utilities, we have 4 sub-programs. Number 1 is troubleshooting or diagnose program. This troubleshooting is function for insert to our system and looking for our system problem. Number 2, antivirus program. This is function for backup our PC or system from malware or another virus. Number 3, backup programs. This program is function for make a file backup if we have do format to our system. Number 4, file compression programs. This file compression program is function for reduce the size of file for more efficient storage. Next, Windows utilities. Windows operating system include utilities such as number 1, file history. Can create a backup for your hard drive. If you want to change your computer or format your PC, this program will create a backup for all your files. Number 2, disk cleanup. Identifies and eliminate non-essential files. This function for make your space or storage more efficient and smooth running. Number 3, disk defragmenter. Rearrange file and unused disk space to optimize performance. This function, this defragmenter, is for rearrange all your files. For next is file history. The file history is utility program include with Windows 8. The function of file history to make a copy of all files in the libraries, contacts, favorites, and the desktop. This file history also helps prevent the effect of this failure. So if your PC or hard disk have a problem, you don't worry because all your files already have backup. Next is disk cleanup. This cleanup function is identifies and eliminate non-essential files. Number 2, frees your valuable space and improve system performance. So this cleanup program is function for clean up all your unusable files and make your disk more proper and smooth running. Next is disk defragmenter. As we know, all your files in your PC and laptop are organized in track and sector track, means concentric ring. In concentric ring, we have 2. Number 1 is sector, wedges, shape, and number 2 is section of a track. Next, optimize drive, utilities programs. Identifies and eliminates unnecessary fragment. Files become fragment, broken, and stored in non-contiguous space. Number 3, rearrange files and unused disks. space to optimize operation. And last but not least, utility suite. A group of commonly used utilities packaged so the cost of suite is less than buying each utility separately. In utility suite, we have combined several programs into one package, but this utility suite less expensive price. The common and popular suite in market like Bitdefender, Norton Utilities, and Kaspersky. In utilities, we have some program like antivirus, firewall, browse control, and device security. Thank you.
Computers are used for so many different tasks. Playing games, watching videos, running calculations, communicating and collaborating. Computers today are a mixture of different types of hardware and software. But there is one program that brings them all together, and that's the operating system. To consider what the operating system is, let's go back in time to the invention of digital computers. They could handle around 5,000 complex calculations per second. Impressive for the time, but today's supercomputers perform nearly 34 trillion calculations per second. Programs were written on punch cards, pieces of cardboard with holes. These were fed one at a time into the Central Processing Unit, or CPU, and enabled the earliest form of computer, batch processing. In some cases, one person was in charge of making sure the cards were fed in correctly. Their job was to correct jams and schedule when the next program could be run. As computers became faster, they were able to process punch card tasks quicker than the cards could be fed in. There was another problem. Different computers' resources, that is, the components within them such as RAM and the devices attached to them such as printers, were all different from one another. A programmer had to write very different types of programs specific to the machine it would be running on. Was it this card? Or that card? Oh no, it's all getting a bit complicated, isn't it? The solution was to write a brilliant piece of software called an operating system, or OS. The OS would take over the tasks common to many programs. Today, operating systems control the hardware of the computer. They manage and allocate resources and provide an interface for the user. Go on then, turn on that computer and we'll see what happens. An OS is one of the first programs that runs when a computer is turned on. Most programs start the same way. The computer issues lines of code as commands to prepare all the important elements, like the screen and the network. The operating system holds the collection of all the common commands and segments them, rather like putting them into a library, from which the other regular programs can borrow codes.